always cherish, you know, when I drive this. It puts a smile on my face. To Invictus Motors. We've got Marc Burton, and this is a very unique car really. Marc owns a business called Matrix. This was a Defender 110 County pickup that he got, definitely not in the condition that he purchased that it is in right now, but basically he's revamped this whole Defender from the ground up, and it is an absolutely, you know, special, unique, I would say, you know, an art piece. But I'll pass the mic to Marc and I'll let him, you know, tell us more about it, what he's done. I mean, just talking about it, I get goosebumps, and I'm already a little bit on the edge in terms of nervousness, because when I look under this, one of the first things I see is sort of a gold bar running across. But yeah, it's just something phenomenal, and this is probably the first time it's actually seen rain.
Basically, it was a farm vehicle when we got it, and we have totally taken this car apart and rebuilt it nut and bolt, bottom to top. So all the bodywork's been done on it. It's been taken in for full body paint. We've gone into the engine and we've redone the engine, head gaskets, brand new turbo, upgraded the turbo, all new pipes, radiator, intercooler, absolutely everything you can think of. We've done all underneath with a brand new suspension, 5-inch lift, all new brake lines, brakes, steering arms, whatever you can think of, it's got it new on it. LED headlights. We've also done some to the interior, where we've done the driver's seat, the passenger side, we've done with the bucket seat, all new carpet throughout. We've actually got Cairn alloys on here. We went with Cairn. I quite like the look with the red and the black. So yeah, everything that you can think of we've kind of done with it. The state that it was in to begin was a typical farmer's truck, mud in places you can't even imagine. So yeah, it was an interesting build, but one we're really pleased with, and I think it's come out really well. It's definitely a head turner. Driving it here, everyone on the motorway was looking and giving us the thumbs up. So yeah.
I mean, something a little bit about Marc and his business. He actually takes these Defenders and completely, you know, revamps them from the ground up. So if you do have a Defender that you'd like to just take up to Marc, you're more than welcome to do. So I mean, this is something in terms of a base price. This cost Marc, I think, was it £16,000?
Yeah, about 16. Yeah.
And obviously this is a market that Marc caters for, and it's had an additional £17,000 worth of work to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see every nut and bolt. It's absolutely brand new on this.
There's an endless opportunities what you can do with these Defenders.
Yeah.
And
correct, and hopefully this gives somebody else a good opportunity to you know, change up a little bit, especially on the interior. I think sometimes I've never been a fan of, you know, something that is a finished article, because it doesn't allow you to spend that 3-4 grand. Maybe you have the skill set, you don't want to spend that money, but you can buy the fabric yourself and do it yourself. This opens up really nicely. I've always been a bit of a fan of areas like this in these trucks. Sorry, I know we've got this lid here, but yeah, I mean, I don't advise anybody to carry passengers in this, but it is handy to know that the whole of this inside has been, you know, painted and redone, and all of this is just looking phenomenal.
And we've actually stocked people where they've actually asked and inquired for barbecue sets to be fitted that can just fit onto this, so you can actually just sit here, perch, and have a barbecue as well. So we actually have made custom barbecue sets that fit on the tailgate.
Phenomenal, phenomenal. Can I step on this?
Yeah, it should be fine.
Okay, super. Don't want to be damaging this new vehicle. As we've just got it. Fantastic. This fits really well.
Yeah.
Got that there. yeah, lovely. I mean, this fits really snug. Really, if you are looking for something that is a very classic, unique piece of art from a Defender point of view, this is it. In terms of mileage, it's done 143,418 miles. But I mean, the engine work that you've done to it.
Yeah,
shall we just talk about the engine?
Yeah, let's do the engine bay.
I mean, that mileage shouldn't be, the mileage, the 143,000 miles shouldn't really be deterring anybody about it. I know you sort of briefly summarised the mileage now about that, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, so the head gasket's just been redone, the exhaust, the turbo's a brand new turbo, all the pipes, the coolers, radiator, the belts are brand new, everything's basically brand new. That needed doing. It's just had a full service. So yeah, and it runs really well. And sitting on the motorway, I've just done 2 hours on the motorway with it, and it's just been a piece of cake, really. Sitting for 2 hours at 70 mile an hour.
You live near Blenheim Palace, isn't it, in Oxford?
Yeah, we're based near Blenheim Palace in Oxford.
I mean, hopefully, all of this should give whoever is actually looking for something that is so unique, that is an art piece like this, feel free to contact us, feel free to contact Marc. Even the softer touches, you've got the X-Force grill here as well, isn't it?
This is the KBX grill. This company, I forgot their name. I'll find out, but so this was the bonnet and the sides. That again it's kind of a new upgrade that we've kind of gone with. This is the first time we've tried it out, but I think it works really well with the car. It was just how deep we wanted to get into it with light bars and stuff like that, and we got to this point of the build and was like, we're really happy with it. But like we said, the options are endless, really, that you can do with these cars.
So it's probably good that at least the world gets to see it. At least they get to see what the potential of Matrix is and what they could possibly offer to you. So whether you're thinking of buying this from us and you've got some questions about it, feel free. Hopefully the video should have answered this. Or if you've got one of your Defenders and you wanted to reach out to Marc, he's on Instagram. He's commonly appears on social media. He's always out at events. I mean, I've known Marc now for probably over 2 years now, or maybe 2 years, and he's always been a good feature for advice for me and information. His workshop that I've been to is like a museum. It's like a dream come true. You've got everything there.
Yeah, yours is coming along as well. So
no, I'm nowhere near close. So I mean, Marc's background has always been an artist's background, and I think that this piece of work truly, I think, represents who you are as a personality.
Yeah.
As a creator.
Yeah, I'd like to always extend a little bit of myself into the builds that I do, and it was just fun having kind of a blank canvas to begin with, and kind of seeing where you can end up with one of these cars. So yeah, it's been really nice.
No, thank you very much, Marc. Thank you. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, likewise.
And obviously, as an extension of this video, we will take it out, have our drone up there, and do a proper test drive of it. Is there anything else you would like us to cover on that side of the video?
No, I'm sure you'll cover it when you're out for a drive.
Superb. And
let it speak for itself.
We've heard from Marc all the work he's done, everything that Matrix as a business have done on the vehicle. And in this section, I'd like to cover more or less the reliability of these engines, the kind of performance that this engine gives you. And to talk about the performance that is, and the performance number that is given by the 2.5 litre diesel engine, we've got to actually talk about the TD5 engine. And for us to do that, might as well put up the front bonnet up and to cover a bit of the history of the TD5. In 1998, the TD5 engines were introduced to replace the previously TDI engines. That is because the TDI engines unfortunately could not meet the upcoming Euro emission requirements. Therefore, the TD5, well badged as TD5, is basically the 5-cylinder inline turbo diesel engine. Performance-wise, it produces 120 brake horsepower, 300 Newton meters of torque, and the combined MPG that is offered through this 2.5 litre diesel engine is 26 miles per gallon. On the open motorway, you should be getting about 29 miles per gallon, and in and around city and towns, you'd be looking at about 21 miles per gallon. Now, going back to 98, there were rumors the TD5 engine replacing the TDI. There were more electronics being introduced in these vehicles, and some people were slightly concerned that the TD5 electronics might fail under extreme conditions, which has since been found out to be completely incorrect. So this is from my point of view, just, you know, not just what I think of the TD5, but all in all, what the overall, you know, Land Rover Defender community thinks of it. So hopefully this should put your mind at ease. As already discussed, you know, with Marc together, this has had a ton lot of work, the detail and everything that Marc has gone into to basically bring this up to a condition of almost like brand new, except the interior. And it's not as if the interior isn't brilliant. I think it does a phenomenal job, but should somebody want, they could go into spending a little bit more money into giving the interior a lift up. It's not necessary, but it's completely down to you. I mean, just looking at it, I mean, this still has all the characteristics and the rawness and everything that we like about the Defender. So this is still sticking true to the values of what the Defender really means. And for us to truly find out what it's actually like to drive and all the upgrades and all the mechanical, the suspension, the brand new turbo, you know, we got to get into that driving seat of it, drive it, and to talk to you a little bit more about it in a bit more detail. Well, it's always a bit of an adventure driving one of these bad boys, and I mean, they're just so interesting to basically get into and drive, really. And start it up. I mean, what I love about this is mechanically all the work that's been done to it really puts my mind at ease, knowing that I'm getting into a Defender that's had all the love and all the money one can think of in the world spent. And having had quite a number of Defenders in stock now, this is one of two that I have. The other one is a 110 station wagon in British Racing Green. What I love about this is the smoothness of the gearbox and how easy it is to actually change gears and pick up speed. Second gear, we're doing 30 miles an hour. Now we're at 40. We'll turn right. Just an adventure. I mean, they're just a special experience, you know, to drive one of these. And if you're wondering where the air conditioning is, it's simply one of these latches that you pull down, which opens up the flaps on the outside, and as you drive, the air that blows into the cabin space is what your air conditioning is. So the 5-cylinder inline diesel turbocharged engine does give good bhp. I mean, you're looking at 120 brake horsepower, as I've explained. But these cars are all about what they can pull in terms of weight, the kind of environment that they can drive in. So credit to Defender for the heritage that they have, for the amount of time they've been producing these cars. There is nothing like it. We're at about 60 miles an hour, super comfortable. Actually, might as well drive a bit further down. I always cherish, you know, when I drive this. It puts a smile on my face because all these Defenders, I mean, there is nothing like it out there, and you know, they're so soulful. I mean, what it offers you, you know, it's things out of our dreams. Let's turn around here. Even in situations like this, us turning around, comfortable, easy to drive, easy to handle. Fourth gear, we're already at 40 miles an hour. We've covered everything that a person needs to cover on one of these. So if you are actually out there in the market for looking for a very unique Defender, something that, you know, you shouldn't have to spend any money on other than your time if you want to improve it, is this. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and, you know, gives us a thumbs up and a subscribe, and leave a comment if you think, you know, if you like this really, or if there's any other content you would like to see. But, you know, what a journey, what an experience it's been to review this and to have as part of our ownership. And thank you for tuning in, and you know, stay tuned for future videos and content, and not to forget, whatever we make out of the YouTube channel gets all donated to charity. Just one last little spin. Why not? We're 40 already. Just impressive how quickly it picks up speed.